Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler, Pete LaFrance, and welcome to Meeting Expectations. If you're new here, what we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer, we look at the label, we read it, we see what they're trying to sell us, we crack it open and see if it meets expectations. If you like this program, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would also be appreciated. Now, for those of you who have been here before, you know what to expect. Well, you know what's going to go down. However, today we have from KCBC, Spaghetti Northwestern. Spaghetti Northwestern right there. Let's see if we can get a nice... There we go. And now, this was in the refrigerator. It's been in there, and I have a suspicion that I've tried this before. So I'm going to take a look back in the archives, and if I have tried this before, I'll have up there on the banner. You click on the banner, and we'll see if the tastings agree. Okay. This is Spaghetti Northwestern, a West Coast style IPA from Kings County Brewing Collective here in Brooklyn, New York. KCBC's, they've always got some great label art there. Oh, I tell you. And I'm a big fan of the brewery myself, so I have high expectations for this one. All right. It says... It is a West Coast style India Pale Ale with Mosaic, Simcoe, Cascade, Amarillo, and Warrior hops. Now that's quite a collection. Barley, wheat, and rye at 6.9% alcohol by volume. Store cold and drink fresh. The government warning that if I'm pregnant I shouldn't drink this, and so I don't have to worry about that. Brewed and packaged by Kings County Brewers Collective, 381 Troutman Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11237. And it was canned on February 12th of last year. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but I'm always excited by their beers with the combination of hops. Well, first of all, the wheat and the rye. A wheat beer would add a little bit of creaminess to it. Also, I think it changes the nose, just the aromatics just a little bit. But it certainly will give you a nice haze, that's for sure. And the rye, now that will give you, I do believe, a little bit of a peppery flavor. So we're looking for a slightly peppery flavor in the bready, malty part. The grainy part of the flavors. Now, with the Mosaic, Simcoe, Cascade, Amarillo, and Warrior. Cascade is definitely some grapefruit. The Simcoe and Mosaic will probably be a little bit of the pineapple and some passion fruit. So we're looking at a semi-tropical flavor profile, with a little bit of a spike from the rye and a haze from the wheat. All right, let's crack this open and see if it meets expectations. All right. This is a type of beer glass we always use for our beer tastings because it gives all of the beers an even footing when it comes to checking out for aromatics as well as for clarity. Oh, yep. This is a effervescent. Look at that. Boy, that's quite a head there. All right. Well, the color is definitely, that's a hazy color, there's no doubt about that. The roasting on that, I'm looking forward now to changing, I wouldn't say changing my mind, but by looking at it, I would say that it's certainly going to be a rich, grainy, flavored malt underneath all of that wonderful hops, all of those hops that I'm looking forward to having that the flavors of the pineapple and the guava. Now, one of the important things about serving a beer is to find out what temperature it is. Ales should be served at about 50 to 55 Fahrenheit, and the lagers, we're talking about 35, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is it's an IPA, so it should be around 51 degrees, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It is 47, so it is a little cool. So that means that some of the flavors might be a little inhibited, but we're going to see if we can get them out. Cheers. You'll notice I took a sip first and then a sniff. And there's a reason for this. Master Sommelier Fred Dex explains it all to you. Just click on the banner up there and he'll explain it all. Now, I'm getting a real touch of pine, spruce. It doesn't come through in the aroma, so it is definitely a bittering hop that's doing that. The aroma is very flowery, very as if you're walking through a field of flowers. It really it's slightly different than the flavor profile. Let's try one more sip. Pineapple, guava, and that ting that the rye gives it. I would call this a contemplative beer. This would be a beer that you could sit and have a nice conversation. It's not something you're going to swig, that's for sure. However, does Spaghetti Northwestern West Coast style IPA from KCBC meet expectations? It certainly did. If you have any beers that you think the old growler might want to see if they meet expectations, let me know in the comments box below. I'd appreciate it. I'm the old growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.